was ever a sign that God was telling us to repent, it's this. I hope you're paying attention. Have you guys heard about this eclipse that's happening on April 8th? It's a total solar eclipse that's going across the entire United States of America. Just so happens to be passing through 8 cities named Nineveh.
Now, what is the significance of this, and what is God saying? There was a biblical scholar named Donald Wiseman, and he speculated that the eclipse took place around the time that Jonah arrived in Nineveh and urged the people to repent. Otherwise, the city would have been destroyed.
We are literally in the last seconds of the last days, y'all. And our God is so loving and kind enough to warn us before he comes back.
You know, I have to say that I did not know that we had mere moments until the end of all creation. But thankfully, TikTok exists, and now I know. I know about the warning that we've been given in the form of this eclipse, but not the eclipse like by itself. Only the fact that it is passing a critical mass of Ninevehs across the United States. See, if it was just an eclipse, that doesn't mean anything. If it were to go over one Nineveh, that's nothing. But once you hit 8 Ninevehs, then that's a demonstration that this thing is done. Before we continue with the story, we depend on members to keep on going. Don't wait, click join now on YouTube. And what I love about these theories on TikTok is that not everybody can even agree on this sort of theory. So for some people, there is a very strongly like evangelical religious end times vibe to this. Other people don't put the religious significance on it. They think that it's like the simulation is ending. They sort of have a secular conspiracy theory around this thing. Here's the issue. It's not true. And I don't even mean that like reality is not gonna end, although I feel pretty confident that it will not. Even the specific claims being made in those videos are not true. It's not passing a boatload of Ninevehs. Apparently the path of totality in the eclipse doesn't pass through 7 Ninevehs, 8 in one of the videos. It passes through just 2. Located in Ohio and Indiana. It's a biblical town name. These are red states. It's like people randomly decided that the name would be Nineveh. There's a few of them, sure, but it's only passing by 2. So I would love to get a follow-up from those TikTokers like, so does that qualify now? Because it was compelling when it was 8 or 9. Now it's only 2. Does that mean that I'll get to see my daughter grow up? Like, what does that mean at this point? Sabrina, what do you think?
I think the conspiracy bros have more in common with the Zodiac birth chart girlies than they originally thought.
100%.
It's funny. If anything, I think the only thing that's going to happen with this eclipse is we're just going to see, expensive flights and hotel rates shoot up. That's like in the line of where the eclipse is going to be. I think these videos are really funny when they come across my TikTok. Kind of spooky that some people actually believe it. But yeah, if the Mayans didn't take us in 2012, I highly doubt anything's gonna happen this time around.
It's always funny when we responded years ago on the Damage Report to the theories going around TikTok that the CERN super collider was going to create a black hole that was going to swallow up the whole world or whatever. And for me, it's not that they're being discussed. That's notable. It's that, my God, some of these get a lot of views and obviously bring in a lot of money or whatever. But it's the certainty of the people talking about it. There's no humility. There's no maybe this is what it means. They're sure that this is what it means. Every single time that they predict the end of the world, which by the way, it doesn't end, we carry on. There's no follow-ups, there's no apologies, there's no nothing. Just the next time, they're super sure that this time it means that it's all gonna end. There's another bit of evidence, by the way, just want to point out that comes up in some of the videos, which is that states of emergency have been put in effect or will be put in effect in some of these areas. And that is seen as proof that the world is about to end, which is BS for a couple of reasons. One, the states of emergency are that some towns believe they're gonna be flooded by people coming to see the eclipse. That's all it is. And also, if the world is going to end, what would the state of emergency accomplish? Everything's gonna be done. And on a related note, if you seriously believed that we had like 2 weeks to live, would you make a TikTok video about it? Would you take the time to post a video about your theory, or would you go and hug your loved ones? Would you go eat your favorite foods and maybe travel to a beautiful place? Would you be on social media about it if you truly believed that the world was coming to an end? I think for a lot of these people, it's a fun game. It's a thing that you pretend to believe. It's fun, it's exciting, it's got drama. That's my actual belief.